Hi, I'm Sam.
Hi, Lily.
Nice to meet you, Lily. I'll be your social worker here at this agency for the time being. How are you today?
I'm alright. I'm a little stressed.
You're a little stressed? Okay. Well, hopefully talking this out might help a little bit, get you started, get you a little eased into it. First, I have this form for you, and this seems really scary. It has a lot of words on it, but the main points in that are that, we have our policies, our cancellation policies, and confidentiality on there. So if you want to go ahead and read over that real quickly and see if you have any questions for me, anything you want me to go more in depth on?
Okay, if I need to cancel because of my daughters, like if they're sick or something.
Oh, how many daughters do you have?
I have two. They're twins.
They're twins? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, if they're sick or something, it's an emergency. Let us know as quickly as you can, as soon as you can. But we do ask if you can give us 24 hours when you try to cancel, if you need to cancel for any reason. But that's more for like no-shows. Like if you don't call us, don't let us know something's going on.
Okay.
My expectation of this relationship is that you're going to show up every week and we're going to put in that effort. So as long as we're on the same page with that, just giving us a heads up would be great.
Okay, awesome. I think I got that then.
Is there anything else on there that you're thinking?
I don't know. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, something I do want to note in there is the confidentiality part. So if you look down there towards the bottom, it's all about confidentiality and the fact that what you say to me here doesn't leave here. But there are some caveats to that. So there are some instances where that might not be the case. And that is if there's harm to any children or elderly, I do have to report that because I am a mandated reporter.
Okay.
So what that means is that, like I said, harm to any children or elderly, abuse towards them, and then harm to yourself too. If I feel like you're a threat to yourself or others, then I have to tell other people. But for the most part, what you say here stays here. This is a confidentiality. This is what you're signing, is that agreement that what we talk about here stays here.
Okay. Okay. So just to clarify,
Yeah.
So if I come in and I say like, oh, I want to hurt myself, then you have to tell someone about that?
We'll talk about it, definitely.
Okay.
But if it is something that I feel like you are a threat, I will have to report that. But that's, again, just to keep you safe and to keep other people safe. But you're here, this is a safe spot. We'll talk through what we need to talk through, and if I feel like you're a threat, then I will have to report that.
Okay, I think I understand.
So that all something you can agree to, too?
Of course,
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I do need you to sign that today, then.
There you go.
Thank you so much. All right, so now we're just going to get into a little bit about, I kind of mentioned earlier, some expectations.
Okay.
Just, before we get started, I think this is a good place to start to lay our groundwork in this relationship that we're going to be having, because I feel like this is a very important relationship to me. I would assume to you as well.
Of course,
Okay,
yes.
awesome. I will ask you a little more about why you're here and everything later, but just the main expectations I have of any client that comes in here is that you're going to be putting in the effort outside as well as inside of our sessions. So, I'm your coworker. I'm not just going to sprinkle some pixie dust on you and fix everything, though I would love to do that.
I wish.
Right? Me too. I definitely wish that as well. But unfortunately, I can't do that. So it's going to be work on both of our ends, and I just want to make sure you're prepared for that. Is that something you think you can do?
Yeah. Can I talk about some things that I kind of want as well?
Definitely. That's definitely the next step, is what your expectations of me are and of these sessions and this relationship, what you want to get out of that. So.
Okay. I'm just really, I want to help my daughters. I want to get them a better life, and I'm nervous because I just don't feel secure right now with my job or, with where we're living. I'm just, so I'm just expecting you, I guess, to help me out with those things and help me find ways to fix these issues that I'm having.
That sounds very stressful, especially with two daughters. So I completely understand where you're coming from. And I am completely on board to do that as well. Can you tell me a little bit about your family right now?
So I just lost my job. I worked in a factory, and I'm a single mom. So my two daughters, they're pretty young. They're still in elementary school. So kind of been trying to keep things under wraps, so they're not nervous, but it's hard because I'm just under a lot of stress right now, and my parents can't really help me either because they both work at the factory too. and my family isn't willing to help me and my extended family. So I'm just kind of trying to just figure out how I can fix this situation. I just feel so helpless, you know?
Yeah, that sounds, like I said, very stressful, and I feel like you're giving me a lot of anxiety over, not you're giving me anxiety, but I feel that you might be a little anxious about, you know, what's next in your path and everything. And
Yeah.
like I said, we're going to have a lot of time to figure this out and to go more in depth about what we're going to be talking about. But like I said, with those expectations, I'm just bringing it back. With those expectations is I'm going to, you know, give you as many resources as I know of. And in that form that we talked about earlier, if I do have to refer you to another agency, I would give them some of your information so we make that seamless as possible. But as we get more into this, we'll decide what is best for you, because that is my goal, is what's going to be best for you and your family at this time. Is there any other questions you had for me?
I don't know. I mean, if I ever felt like I wanted to bring my daughters here, could I do that eventually, or is this just us?
This is meant to be a safe place for just us,
Okay.
a little bit from that. But if there's some times that you can't find childcare or anything like that, we'd work to try to find, you know, an alternative for that. But in this room for us, this is your place to just have time with me. You know, not that your children are a burden or anything, but it's a time away from that to focus on what we need to focus on. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I think I
that's
can.
something you think is doable?
Yeah, for sure. I can get care for them. I think my parents can watch them. They don't really have much to do right now anyway.
Yeah. And my job for you is to provide resources too. So if, you know, we do find that childcare is something that we need to, you know, work on, or find something, an alternative for childcare, anything like that, that is a resource that I would try to find for you and try to work with you to find.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
So next couple sessions we'll go ahead and we'll get more in depth in this, but I'm just really excited to be working with you. Is there anything else that you are expecting of me in this process?
I guess just be honest with me, you know. I feel like I just, you know, I need help, but I need to hear the truth, and I want to get a lot out of this. I want to be able to better myself and just make life easier for my daughters. Things are hard right now, and I'm scared, but I need your help for sure, and I need a lot of guidance. I feel like I haven't gotten that, you know, in my life, and so I guess I just guidance, you know.
And how long, just so I know, were you working at this factory?
Since I got out of high school, so I'm 30 now, and I didn't really get the chance to go to college or anything. That's something I want to look into though with you if we can, and yeah, that's where I've been, you know, since I was 18, so, you know, that's all I've known, and this is going to be a big transition for me.
It does seem like a big transition time for you, and that can be a little scary sometimes, and I completely understand that, and we will go over a lot of different options. We'll talk about, you know, what's out there and what you're able to do too. We'll discuss more of that in the future. Is that something that you want to do?
Yeah, that definitely makes me feel a lot better, you know. It's not great, but we'll get there.
I mean, it does seem like you have a lot of strengths in the fact that you were at a job in a factory for so long. Like, you had to have learned a lot from that. So we'll build off of what you know already too and see what the options are from there. Does that sound good?
Yeah, thank
Awesome.
you.
I'm so excited to work with you.
Yeah, I'm also excited to work with you.
All right, Lily, it was so nice to see you today.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.